C10S3R says, what is important for somebody who tries to start his or her own project? What should be kept in mind, be accounted for, etc.?
What is important for someone who starts their own project? What should be kept in mind, be accounted for? I mean,
That's
there's
such
a
a broad
lot.
question. Like, what is your project?
I
How to
am
start there,
going
maybe.
next week. I'm going to be in Dubai for 5 days, 10 hours a day, filming a video course, trying to answer this question. And I know that I'm not going to get close to finishing it because there is so much content. I mean, it's
Well,
what
it
is
sounds like
important.
you should have a better idea of how to start answering it than me.
I
If
mean,
you've got this big,
we're starting by saying how enormous of a question it is to answer. I guess you should think about first and foremost why you're starting an NFT project and what your goals are and what you're hoping to achieve. A lot of the times people don't really know why they're starting. Maybe it's just they see other people doing it, think it's cool. Maybe they think they can make money. Maybe they take something and say, hey, that would be cool if that was an NFT. But in reality, it's fine without it being an NFT. And there's
I
no
saw
real
you
need for
make a
that to be
tweet
an
about
NFT.
that the other day about, does this thing actually need to be an NFT? And I
Mm.
thought it was a good point. But also I think there is something to, not making something intentionally that doesn't need to be an NFT, but about a sort of a serendipitous thing where something that maybe doesn't need to be an NFT, but when you do make it an NFT, like maybe something new happens when you
Yeah.
add this to it that you couldn't have predicted until it was at least tried. So, I do want to err on the side of experimentation, or for people to, at least, not
Yeah.
necessarily me. But it is also good to keep in mind that, like, it's possible that it's sort of obvious maybe that an idea is actually just going to be worse as an
Yeah.
NFT. So
Yeah.
to keep in mind why you're doing it.
Yeah. Why you're doing it. Probably if you're trying to sell the NFT to lots of other people, if that's one of your metrics of success, from day one, think about like your marketing strategy, your branding strategy, how you're going to get other people interested in your project. Because at the end of the day, it's not that difficult to launch an NFT project compared to how difficult it is to get other people interested in it and want to buy it over the thousands of other NFT projects out there. So I think,
Depending on your strengths, I guess, right? I mean,
yeah,
some
yeah,
people might find it easier to do that marketing part than to
yes,
make it. But there as you're sort of alluding to, there's a ton of supply out there. There's
hmm
lots of NFTs for people to buy, and they only have so much time and money to research and purchase
hmm
NFTs. So, what is the reason why yours would be one that people would be interested in?
yeah, unique selling point or something like that. Try and do something unique, interesting, innovative, or take an existing idea and do it better. I mean, these are sort of things that are true in the startup world, the traditional world as well.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Um, I think obvious things like keep in mind, like manage your finances, like think of tax, think of how are you going to survive the bear market, um, in terms of like, I think this is going to, we're going to get into this in the next question actually, so I won't go into too much detail about it. But
Yeah, like have an idea of what your plan is to do with the funds raised in the sale,
mhm,
assuming that it's not a free mint, also. But
yeah,
you need to plan ahead, definitely, for like the tax thing, but
mm,
also you need to be thinking like, is this all going to the project, or are you trying to take some of it, and how is the community going to look at that, and you know just what is your plan?
mhm, yeah, have a plan, and uh, most of the time you will probably need help. Like many people make a successful NFT project generally. Obviously, there are examples of one people
Many
teams.
people collectively to make one
Right, right,
project, you're
right,
saying.
right, right. Yeah. But again, if we're talking of like larger scale projects, PFP projects, gaming projects, anything like that, you just need large teams. You need people to sort of, at the very least, be in your Discord 24/7, so that when people join, they can get help and the space does not sleep. You need probably a dedicated person to handle marketing, a dedicated person to handle the Discord and community management, and a dedicated person to handle um, the 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 smart contracts, the development side, the website, there are a lot of people, obviously the artists, and then like probably a product manager, project manager to oversee the whole thing. And a lot of different factors go into making a successful NFT project. And I think, again, like 6-8 months ago, early, like middle of last year, one person could do it, two people could do it. They could whip together something, get a nice website, put a decent roadmap together, people would buy it. But now people are thankfully expecting more, hoping more, and like voting with their wallets.
They have more options.
Yeah, more options. There's competition.
So even if they don't necessarily want more, they have options that have more.
Mhm.
So why not go gravitate to that one rather than the less effort one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope that you want to have an NFT project and want to be a part of an NFT project rather than are going, wow, the amount of
I can make
projects that have
money.
raised $1 million selling an NFT is so high. I should do that and get myself $1 million. Like, you gotta, are you trying to take advantage of the community, or are you trying to build it up and build a part of it? Because it just might not be worth it for you to try and grab this money that you think is going to be easy and feel good.